Have you ever noticed something strange? The people who once said they didn't need you, the people who walked away without looking back, are often the same people who suddenly reappear months or even years later. They send a message, they like an old photo, they ask how you've been. Sometimes they even act as if nothing ever happened. Why? Did they suddenly realize your value? Did they make a mistake? Or is something much deeper happening inside the human mind? The answer has less to do with love and far more to do with psychology. Human beings are terrible at valuing what they already have. Our brains are built to adapt. Psychologists call it hedonic adaptation. The more available something is, the less special it feels. Imagine having your favorite song on repeat all day. Eventually, you stop hearing it, not because the song became worse, but because your brain stopped paying attention. People can do the same thing with relationships. When someone is always there, always replying, always forgiving, always making time, their presence starts feeling ordinary. Not because they aren't valuable, but because the brain mistakes familiarity for permanence. Then one day, they're gone. And suddenly something unexpected happens. The silence becomes louder than their voice ever was. The brain notices the absence far more than it ever noticed the presence. Psychologists have studied something called loss aversion. It means losing something hurts much more than gaining something feels good. In other words, people often don't understand what they had until they experience life without it. Think about the last time you lost your phone. Most days, you barely think about it. But the moment it's gone, nothing else matters. Your brain immediately focuses on what disappeared. People can react the same way. Not because you're an object, but because absence forces attention. Here's where it gets even more interesting. Sometimes they don't miss you. They miss how you made them feel. Maybe you listened without judging. Maybe you believed in them when nobody else did. Maybe you made difficult days feel lighter. When you're around, those experiences become invisible. Once you're gone, the emotional comfort disappears too, and the brain starts connecting those good feelings with you. That's why memories often become stronger after someone leaves. Memory isn't a perfect recording, it's an editor. Over time, our brains quietly remove many of the ordinary moments and highlight the emotional ones. The argument becomes smaller, the laughter becomes bigger, the flaws become softer. The connection feels stronger than it actually seemed at the time. This is called rosy retrospection. We often remember the past better than it really was. But here's the part almost nobody talks about. Not everyone comes back because
they truly value you. Some people come back because they're lonely. Some return because their new choices didn't work out. Some come back because they miss the attention you gave them. And some simply want reassurance that they still have access to you. This is why a return doesn't automatically mean growth. Sometimes it's just convenience wearing the mask of regret. So how do you tell the difference? Look at actions, not words. Anyone can say they've changed. Real change shows up in consistency, in accountability, in respect, in effort that lasts longer than a few days. Here's another psychological truth. People often become more attractive after they've moved on. Why? Because confidence changes perception. When someone sees you living your life, chasing your goals, making new friends, learning new skills, smiling without needing their approval, your value suddenly appears different. Not because you changed overnight, but because scarcity changes how the brain evaluates worth. It's called the scarcity principle. We naturally assign greater value to things that seem less available. Ironically, the moment you stop trying to convince someone to stay, they often begin wondering why they left. But there's one final lesson that matters more than all the psychology. If someone comes back, don't ask yourself, why did they return? Ask a better question. Why would I let them back into my life? Because the real victory isn't making someone regret losing you. The real victory is becoming someone who no longer needs that regret for validation. Your worth was never created by the people who left, and it was never restored by the people who returned. The people who walk away may eventually come back, but by the time they do, the most important question isn't whether they found their way back to you, it's whether you've already found your way to yourself.